Okay, I'm trying to do this video again. It's Monday, March 17th. My patience is a little thin. I just woke up. So, here's the situation. You all know that I have a lawsuit against the Edmonton Police in the city of Edmonton. And 3 officers of the Edmonton Police Force. Now, here's what's transpired. These 3 officers conspired 5 falsified criminal charges against my person. They went so far, they pushed it through the courts, they pushed it through whoever. They harassed me, they violated my rights when they went and stole all my personal information. They threatened me. And then one of the officers even went so far as to falsify a reason to get me evicted from my home. Come on. So, they went off and did all this, ruined my life, harassed me relentlessly for fucking years. Only stopped when I dropped this lawsuit. So, I dropped the lawsuit, filed a lawsuit, put a lawsuit in. It was legitimately passed forward and moved forward by the head judge, chief judge, or whatever they called him, and said I had a legitimate case and lawsuit because the Edmonton Police in the city of Edmonton said it was frivolous, abuse of due process and whatnot. Now, since that lawsuit was moved forward, I've had to do a discovery. Now, in that discovery, I did through the Freedom of Information Act, the Alberta Information, whatever, ATIA, they changed it from FOIP to this bullshit because the United Communist Party is a fucking racist, American fucking political wannabe party. So they're fucking interesting, stripping people's rights away. But anyway, I put a request in through the Freedom of Information Act to get the service files and the employment records of the 3 said officers to include into my investigation and into my complaint, my lawsuit. Now, it seems like the information office, the EPS information office that's overrun by a Regan, has decided, no, they're not gonna follow Alberta law. They're gonna refuse the information that I legally requested, and that's legally, where's my star? Come on, go. There you go. That I legally requested, and they're denying it. They're hindering it, and they're refusing. Because they want me to come down to police headquarters and pick up said information. And I said, well, no, I feel under Section 7 of the Canadian Human Rights Constitution that my liberty, my personal safety would be in jeopardy due to the fact that of your resounding actions of the past. And they have, being the fucking arrogant, above the law pigs that the Edmonton Police are, have decided to make their stance and deny me. Now, they say I only have a grade 8 education. They say I suffer from mental illness. They say I'm a loser upon losers. So my question is, why are they running? Why are they hiding? What are they hiding? Aren't those viable, logical questions? They're refusing to give me information to move my lawsuit ahead. If they had nothing to hide, shouldn't be a problem, right? Come here. Don't like barky dogs. Okay, come on, let's go. So, that's my questioning is, grade 8 education, loser, mental illness. So why don't you just give the information that I requested if you have nothing to hide? City of Edmonton, Edmonton Police Commission. Anybody? Can anybody fill me in on that? But anyway, here's the kicker. Over the weekend, it's come to light that the Edmonton police chief is an Israeli Nazi sympathizer and collaborator. Now, the IDF has a long history of human atrocities against brown people. The actions performed by the Edmonton police were similar to the IDF, minus the rape and the murder of my person. But the criminal harassment, the human rights violations, the threats, the constant fucking harassment that I received from them. And then they conspired charges like they were above the law, like the IDF would. And they made my life hell and ruined my life like the IDF, like I'm a Palestinian down there. And this is the training the Edmonton police chief went and got. Fully knowing that natives are brown, and he's using what the IDF uses against Palestinians, and he's using their same, what he's been taught, that the Edmonton, city of Edmonton, and the mayor Knack, or whatever his name is, paid him to go to Israel and learn all this shit that he's learned to oppress Palestinians. And that Nazi motherfucker is using it to oppress natives, poor people, and everybody else that the Edmonton police deem is unworthy, just like the IDF would. So, that's what I learned this week. And is it fair for me to be able to tie the chief of police going to Israel, training from Israeli Nazis, the whitest country in all of fucking the world, that's going around, as the Nazis did, bombing, murdering innocent citizens and people of color and brown people and fucking poor people, and they're slaughtering people left, right, and center in the Middle East, along with Nazi America. And the chief of police goes down there in these times and takes training from the IDF on how they dispose of Palestinian peoples and Palestinian rights. And all of a sudden, my rights are being violated. I'm being harassed. I got cops falsifying and conspiring against me, ruining my life, doing everything they can do that the IDF does towards Palestinian people. That's a pretty dangerous connection. At least that's what I would think, and that's what I'm going to go forward on. So I'm hoping I'm going to try to do some research on the IDF and known actions of the IDF, known actions of their training and everything else. And I'm going to research a bunch of news clips about the IDF and what they're doing to the Palestinian people over the last some years. And it's going to tie right into the Edmonton Police's actions towards fucking myself and to many other voiceless victims of theirs that they have fucking done the exact same thing to. They have conspired falsified charges. They have threatened. They have violated people's rights. And I know people say I'm stupid for taking this up. I'm stupid for fighting this. I'm going to lose. I'm going to do this. But sometimes a fight doesn't mean about winning or losing. It means the fight itself. As long as I get my 2 cents in, that's what matters. As long as people start thinking, and some people start thinking, that's what matters. And that's what I'm doing. So I hope you all have a good afternoon. And, well, I'd say wish me luck, but that's not going to happen. So I'll wish myself luck. Wish you all guys a lovely day. May it be blessed. And see you later.